Hello, this is Hilljohn101010 from the Computer Clan on thecomputerclan.com with an old Mac demo for you. This is an iMac G3. I believe it's the Bondi Blue model because, well, it looks like that. I've never really seen one in person before, but it looks like the Bondi Blue one. And I know it's the more original iMac because it has the tray loading disk drive. They use slot loading now, but for the first one they used tray loading. And of course it has the infrared sensor on this one side. So on this speaker you have the infrared sensor, and on the middle you have the disk drive there, and the nice iMac stylized text there, and then the power button, and then the other speaker with the dual headphone jacks. So what I'm going to be doing now is booting it up. Basically, there are two operating systems installed on here. There's Mac OS 8.5 and Mac OS 10.1 Puma, I believe. I just got Puma with it, so that's good. The graphic performance absolutely sucks, but it's better than nothing. We'll do OS 8.5 first, since that's what the startup disk is at, and go from there. Alright, it's starting up, and as you can see, they have an orange light there for when the monitor's not on, and then it turns green when it's turning on. They don't do that anymore. They just usually do a white light, no, not really colors. Alright, there's the screen. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of flicker because it's a CRT. That's just what happens on the older ones. It's not as bad as some other monitors I've seen, though. It's a little bit newer. It's from 1998. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. Alright, Mac OS. Here we go. It doesn't show the version number because they didn't do that until 9, I believe. Still starting up. It is a PowerPC G3 processor with 233 megahertz, 160 megabytes of RAM, not very much. The tray loading disk drive, the stereo speakers, 4 gigabyte hard drive, USB, Firewire, or not? Maybe not on this one. I don't know. I didn't really check, but I think there is. I also have the original keyboard and mouse for it. I have 2 sets of those actually, but right now I'm using the Pro mouse and the Pro keyboard, both black. This looks really cool. Let me just close that. It's just a little extension warning for my keyboard since it's a little too new, but it still works anyway. Alright, so here we have the desktop. We have the Mac root right here, which is just what I call the hard drive. By default, it's called Macintosh HD. And here's all the files on the system. Basically, we have all the OS 8 files and all the OS 10 files. So if I would go into system folder, that is all the OS 8 stuff. As you can see, Apple menu items, extensions, color sync profiles. This is mainly OS 8.5 stuff, but some of that stuff is in OS 10, and that is in the system folder. And it says library. You go in there, and then you get all the stuff for OS 10. And I changed the clock on it, I think. Yeah, I changed it. It's all accurate now, but the dates are kind of screwed up for some things. Like, for instance, this mock.sym file says it was modified December 31st, 1969, and personal computers didn't exist then, so that's obviously not true, but the clock was completely off. So yeah, there you go. That's some things there. I also rearranged the Apple menu. I basically grouped it into folders. So you have automated tasks, which is there by default, control panels, but I put all the programs into a programs folder. So let's start some things up and see how good this is. We'll do Claris works, and we'll let that load, and then I'll get something else. It's not too multitasking enabled. I mean, when it's loading something, you can't load something else from the Apple menu. Let's get another program out here. Let's do Microsoft Excel. We'll just load some more things up here and see how fast it can go. I never really played around on it that much. This wasn't mine to begin with. It belonged to someone else, but they didn't want it anymore, so I took it. Pretty good deal. Yeah, Excel's going pretty slow. Everything's frozen. It just so happens to be when I open up a Microsoft program that it freezes. Let's try force quitting. Let's just force quit Excel. Oh, my cursor's stuck now. Wow, this could not... this is really weird. Okay, well. I guess it didn't get very far now, did it? Yeah. Did I say OS 9 earlier when I was talking about multitasking? I hope I didn't. I meant to say 8.5 because I didn't want to confuse you. I said 8.5 earlier, but OS 9 is much faster than 8.5, and this is a much older computer, but it's not as multitasking enabled as OS 10 is, because you can launch multiple programs at once from a menu without it, doing this kind of crap. So, yeah, we'll just shut this down now. Okay, so now I'm rebooting it back into OS 8.5 so I can open up the control panel so I can change the startup disk so we can boot into OS 10.1. Even though the graphical performance is crap on this old thing, it still is a little more stable. It can run more applications at once, and it doesn't just freeze up when I open up a Microsoft program, which is, I find, kind of ironic. Oh yeah. Let's not even do this. Alright, so maybe the system will be a little more usable right now. It might report that the computer was shut down improperly. It would do that after you do a hard shutdown, but see, this original iMac, I don't believe has a restart button on it, and I can't do a hard reset with it due to the fact that if you hold down the power button, it actually won't shut down. You have to unplug it. I think that's kind of stupid. Okay, so now we're going into the control panel. Now that I got it rebooted and all ready to go, we'll go to the startup disk and change it to OS 10.1. Oh, nice. How do I get into OS 10 now? Oh, awesome. Shoot, this isn't good. I can't get into OS 10 now. Well, oh yeah, it's frozen again. Okay. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, well, that's awesome. I can't hold on Alt to go into a bootloader, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, I didn't really dink with this thing too much. I just received it yesterday, and I really didn't play with it that much. Yeah, I probably knew this was gonna happen because it says it needs a startup disk that's compatible with OS 9.1. So I basically installed Mac OS 10 on this thing, but it's kind of useless now because it needs 9.1 to be able to switch to the OS 10 side of the volume. So I could just insert a disk in an OS 9 disk and do that, but that would just be a waste. But yeah, whatever. You've seen OS 10 before, I'm sure you have. So yeah, that's about it for this G3. It's been quite an evil person today, but it's an old computer. What do you expect? It's like from 1998 or something. OS 8.5 seems to be working decently, but now I can't change to OS 10. But it doesn't really run too well in this old thing anyway. There was a lot of other kind of cool stuff on here, I guess. But I'm pretty sure it's stuff you've already seen newer versions of, such as Microsoft PowerPoint. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is, but this is the older version because Microsoft Office was, sold on the old Macs and whatnot. But now since I've got that open, let's just run one more little speedy test to see if this thing will stay alive. Because running those Microsoft programs seem to make it not feel so good. Oh, see, now it loads instantly. Of course it does. Maybe it was ClarisWorks causing the problem. Let's just launch as many programs as we can until it freezes up. Let's go to the control panel. It should be in the system folder, I think. Control panels, yes. Let's just open all these up. I'm testing its performance. Okay, we got that open. Yeah, it seems to be going okay. Yeah, look at that. See? Yeah. It's opening everything fine. Look at that. Nice. So now, yeah, I got a lot of things in here now. This is basically the app switcher of OS 8 and 9. I don't know if they had it in System 7. I think they might have. Yeah, I think they did. This is basically how you switch between apps and hide applications. So yeah, see, the performance on this thing is absolutely amazing right now because I just opened up like 1,000 control panels and a few applications in the background. And it seems to be running all of these just fine with the ability to switch between them. Look at switch to file sharing. I can go to Excel. As soon as it loads, it's still loading more windows. There we go. So you got Excel now. You can dink around with Excel. See, look at that. That's awesome. Okay, well, that is my demo of the iMac G3 running OS 8.5. Sorry, I couldn't show OS 10.1, but I've showed you OS 10.0 before. They're not much different. But yeah, we got all these freaking apps running now. It's pretty cool. Let's see how fast this thing can hide things. Just having a little fun testing this thing's speed out. Okay, so now I'm in the Finder basically, but now I should be able to hit hide others. And look at that, it hit all the other applications. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so it hit all the other applications, why are the control panels still open? Because the control panels basically are run by the Finder. But you can switch to them as separate windows, basically. So I can probably quit all these now. I don't know if I can hold down Command Q or whatever I can do. Probably not. Maybe Command W. There we go. Yeah, we're quitting this stuff. It's working. It's pretty fast. But yeah, that's about it for now. I really don't care. You are a naughty computer. Shut down already. There we go. Alright, so as soon as I get a system disk, I will be doing a demo of this wonderful Macintosh SE right here. It has no operating system on it, but I have seen a few system disks that I could get for it running. It'll be running the software, Apple Software 6, whatever they call it, System 6, whatever. So, yeah, hopefully in a week or two I should be getting those disks off of eBay for only like $10, and it should be running System 6.0.8, I believe. And then I can do a demo of that, because right now it just gives me the little blinking question mark. So it's pretty useless. But yeah, that'll be coming soon, a Macintosh SE demo, as soon as I get an operating system for the thing. Alright, so that's about it for now. Hope you enjoyed, even though it was quite a disaster in a lot of ways.